Hi students, welcome to our physics class. Here I am going to explain about calorimetry. What is calorimetry? Calorimetry is nothing but study of heat energy. Is called calorimetry. Here, what is heat? Heat is an energy. Heatness of the body, you can say as the total internal energy of the molecules of a body or of a substance is called its heat energy. Every body consists of so many molecules. Molecules have energy. Molecules gain energy because of motion or because of attraction force. Molecules gain energy. The total energy of all molecules in the substance is called heat energy. Now, heat always flows from hot body to cool body when they are kept in contact. When we kept in contact, when we kept two bodies in contact, heat always transfer from hot body to cool body. Here a device, calorimeter, used to measure the heat energy. SI unit of heat is joule. Other most commonly used unit is calorie. Calorie also other units used to express about heat energy. SI units are joules. Other units are commonly using units are calorie. Here 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. There is a relation between calorie and joules. That is calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. And also higher energy, kilocalorie equal to 4200 joules. This is about heat energy. Heat always represented by a letter capital Q. Capital Q is a letter used to represent the heat energy. Now temperature. What is temperature? Temperature is a parameter which tells the thermostat of the body. Here thermostat is nothing but the degree of hotness or coldness of your body, which tells about the hotness or coldness of your body is called temperature. It's a parameter used to express hotness or coldness of your body is called temperature. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Commonly using units are Celsius degrees, or we can say degrees of Celsius. We are using commonly at present in our India Celsius degree, but SI units are Kelvins. Here we can make a relation between Kelvins and Celsius. That is 1 Kelvin is equal to Celsius plus 273. Celsius degrees of temperature plus 273. Then you will get 1 Kelvin temperature. Also we can say degrees of Celsius we can get from Kelvin minus 273. Kelvin temperature, this is nothing but SI units of temperature. From this if you subtract 273 you will get Celsius. Or you can find out Kelvins by adding 273 to Celsius degrees. Such a way we can convert temperature one form to another form. Now, what are the factors affecting on heat energy? Factors affecting on heat energy. mainly there are two factors. One is mass and another one is change of temperature. Here see how it is affected. Mass, generally little amount of the mass required little heat energy. To heat little amount of the mass required a little heat energy. If you want to heat huge quantity, that is nothing but a huge mass, you need a high heat energy. So by that we can say heat energy is proportional to mass. Depends on mass, the required heat energy is different, it changes. So mass increases, required heat energy to heat that body is increases. So by that we can say that Q is proportional to mass. Next factor, change in the temperature of the substance. If you want to increase some temperature, little heat is enough to increase the little temperature. If you want to increase the temperature of the body more, then you need more heat to require more heat to increase the high temperature. For example, if you take water, if you want to make it 60 degrees temperature, little heat is enough. If you want to make it 100 degrees Celsius degrees, so then huge amount of heat is required. So that depends on change in the temperature. If you want more change in the temperature, then you need more heat energy. Little change in the temperature, little energy. By that we can say that Q is also proportional to change of temperature. Here delta T, this is the delta T. What is the meaning of delta T? Change in the temperature. The change in the temperature is proportional to heat energy. Depends on heat energy, the change in the temperature taken place in the substance. So here two factors you understood. Huge mass, huge quantity required huge heat energy. To heat the huge quantity, huge energy. That means Q is proportional to mass, and also Q also proportional to delta T. That means if you want more heavy change in the temperature, heavy energy, heat energy is required. Less change in the heat energy temperature, less change in the heat temperature, then less heat energy required. From these two factors we can say Q is proportional to mass, and also Q is proportional to change of the temperature. That also we can say delta T. Change of the temperature we can represent with the symbol delta T. From 1 and 2, from case 1 and case 2, from case 1 and case 2 we can say Q is proportional to mass delta T. Mass and delta T. Together we can write Q is proportional to mass and delta T. Here to remove proportional proportion we can use a constant here. Any constant we have to use. To remove the proportion in as per mathematics, you have to remove proportion, we can write it as is equal. Proportion means not equal, both are in same direction. But if when you use is equal, then here constant you have to use. This is called proportion constant. Here what is C? Yeah, this is depends on the nature of the substance. Here all substance need not require same heat energy to rise the temperature. Depends on the nature of the substance, the rising temperature is different. So here C represents the specific heat. What is specific heat? Meaning of specific heat. C is here see Q is equal to constant into M delta T. Here constant we are taking as C. What is C? Specific heat of body. Specific heat of a substance. This is specific heat is depends on the nature of the body. So that is why we are taking here constant as a specific heat. Now specific heat. What is the meaning of specific heat? See, energy required to raise 1 degree Celsius temperature of unit mass of the substance. Unit mass means here 1 gram or 1 kg, like that we can measure. So to increase 1 gram or to increase 1 kg of the substance, 1 degree Celsius temperature is to increase 1 degree Celsius temperature of unit mass. Unit mass may be 1 kg or 1 gram. So that is called specific heat. So that means unit mass, to increase unit mass required heat energy. To increase 1 degree Celsius of the substance, to change in 1 degree Celsius of the temperature, required heat energy of unit mass of the substance. So that is called specific heat. This specific heat is depends on the nature of the substance. So that is why this formula is not equal for all bodies. This formula is not equal to all bodies. Here that depends on the substance. Also we can, this formula exists. Here see substance, example water or iron. So any substance depends on many copper, different substances we have in our nature. All substances will not observe same heat energy. That depends on nature of the substance. This formula may be changes. So that is called specific heat. Here once again specific heat is required heat energy to raise 1 degree Celsius of temperature of unit mass of the substance. Here C represents C is equal to Q by mass into delta T. From this formula only, C is equal to Q by mass and delta T. If you want to subject C, Q by mass and Q by delta T, then you will get specific heat of the substance. We can by using this formula we can find specific heat of the substance, that is Q by M delta T. Here specific heat is nothing but required heat energy to raise 1 degree Celsius temperature of unit mass of the substance. Here heat capacity. What is heat capacity? Required heat energy to raise 1 degree Celsius of temperature of all substance. Here not unit mass, all substance. Required heat energy to raise 1 degree Celsius temperature of all substance. Here not unit mass, not 1 kg or not 1 gram. Here total quantity. So here now mass is independent. The total quantity means whatever the mass. Here mass is independent. So same formula, here mass is absent. To this is just heat capacity, Q by delta T. Q by delta T. This is represented as C dash. Heat capacity is C dash. Here specific heat means same meaning is same, but it is a certain quantity, unit mass. But here mass is absent, just Q by delta T. Here SI units of specific heat is as per formula, joule energy, kg and kelvins. So joule for kg Kelvin, or we can say joule kg minus 1 Kelvin minus 1 for specific heat units, SI units. Here heat capacity, this is independent of mass, the whole quantity, whatever the mass, so whole quantity. So SI unit is joule for Kelvin. Thank you for watching.